All right, good morning, viewers, and welcome again to another interesting program on iDEA TV, Newspaper Review. I am Gabriel Matthew Seriki, and this morning we'll be taking a look at what the papers are saying in the world of politics, entertainment, and not forgetting health and in sport. A quick dive in to see what the Guardian, the New Telegraph, the Punch, the Tribune, and the Vanguard has for us this morning, being the 12th of February. 2026 Thursday. All right, let's quickly look at what the Guardian has for us this morning. On the front page of the Guardian this morning, being the front page, on page 6, we have North decries 2027 politics despite insecurity, 4,654 deaths in 2025. North decries 2027 politics despite insecurity, 4,654 deaths in 2025. I mean, recounting of the death toll in 2025 that has really amounted to 4,654 deaths. I mean, this is a huge one in 2025. And still on the front page of the Guardian, we have violent incident report in 2025, still on the incident of death that has told so much in 2025. We have locations like Kwara, it said hotspot, Kwara, Southern Kaduna, Katsina, and Benue State. I mean, those are the major sports area. Then we have bandits killed 2,724, overtake insurgency as deadlines threat. Then we also have North Central, bloodier, despite fewer attacks than Northwest. Then we also have illicit mining, paraus, borders, fuel, expanding violence. I mean, these are the major states and places that this insecurity has really affected, ranging from Kwara, Kaduna, Katsina, Benue, and including Jos also, not forgetting Jos. I mean, these are the major places that the death has really thrown insurgency in Nigeria that has claimed so many lives in Nigeria. Then on page 5, still on the front page of the Guardian, we have Oduwole decries 21 billion US dollars capital inflow in 10 months. Oduwole declares 21 billion US dollars capital inflow in 10 months. Then on page 31, still on the front page of the Guardian, we have correctional services, a max 14.83 billion naira for inmate feeding. Correctional service, NMAC, 14.8 billion naira for inmate feeding. I mean, that is coming in on the money spent on the inmate feeding. I mean, ranging from the 18.83 billion naira. All right, quickly moving on to the down page of still the Guardian. On page 6, how Butcher broadband plans ruin e-transmission of election results. How botched broadband plan ruin e-transmission of election results, coming in on page 6, still on the e-transmission of electoral results that has been on debate even in the House of the Senate for some times now, and people are still debating on it whether or not. Then on page 5, still on the Guardian this morning, NAFDAC denies federal government suspension of sachet alcohol ban enforcement. NAFDAC denies federal government suspension of sachet alcoholic ban enforcement, coming on page 5, still on the Guardian. Then on page 6, on page 2, still on the front page, we have Bowl disbursed 636 billion naira to 7,000 enterprises in 2025. Bowl disbursed 6,336 to 7,000 enterprise in 2025. Then we also have the down page on page 5 of the Guardian. Electricity workers threaten strike, allege anti-labor practices. Electricity workers threaten strike, alleged anti-labor practices. All right, then quickly moving to the up page of still on the Guardian this morning, where we have backlash trail Senate version of new Electoral Act. Backlash trail Senate's version of new Electoral Act. Then on page 3, still on the Guardian, we have Transport Ministry received 1% of 2025 allocation, rose over 70%. Transport Ministry received 1% of 2025 allocation, rose over 70%. Then we also have on page 3, still on the up page of the Guardian this morning. U.S. lawmaker wants visa ban, asset freezed on Miyetti Allah by Kwankwaso. U.S. lawmaker wants visa ban, asset freeze on Miyetti Allah by Kwankwaso. That is coming on the front page, still on the Guardian, still on the American Nigerian visa ban that has been trending seriously on whether it should be banned, and it has been banned for some citizens to get visas, and we are still debating on it. Why is it banned? What are the causes? All right. Quickly, on the front page of the up page of the Guardian, we have Dangote makes history as world first refinery to hit 650,000 pound capacity for CDU MS block. I mean, this is such a huge one by Dangote coming in to make such a refinery to hit 650,000 BTD pounds capacity for CDU MS block. I mean, such a huge one for Dangote there. All right, so these are the major stories on the front page of the Guardian this morning, and we can see on the front page the major trending story there is not decries 2027 politics despite insecurity. 4,654 deaths in 2025. I mean, quickly grab the paper to see what most of these stories inside are all about. All right, let's quickly move to the next page. The next paper we have here this morning is the New Telegraph. On the front page of the New Telegraph, we have U.S. lawmakers. Insecurity, that is a caption. Insecurity. U.S. lawmaker introduced bill to sanction ex-governor Miyetti Allah Fulani militia. Insecurity. U.S. lawmaker introduced bill to sanction ex-governor Miyetti Allah Fulani militia. Then we also have under it, it says illegal Chinese mining operation in Nigeria fueling terrorism. Illegal Chinese mining operations in Nigeria fueling terrorism. U.S. Congress. I mean, this is a very deep topic. This particular topic is a very deep topic. Quickly grab the paper on that to see what the Chinese is doing with our mining in Nigeria that is causing and fueling insecurity. All right. Then we also have Army deploy special forces to OPWS to bluster safety in Benue, Nasarawa, Taraba State. All right. Army deploys special forces to OPWS to bluster safety in Benue, Nasarawa, Taraba State. Then we also have Senate caution against delay in defense budget release. Senate caution against delay in defense budget release. I mean, these are major captivating stories on the front page of the New Telegraph this morning. Then I think we can see award. Oyebanji thanks New Telegraph for recognizing achievements. I mean, we also have a New Telegraph award, AFIM's importance for economic-wide consumer protection. I mean, coming in as an award for the people there that have been awarded. Then we also have on the down page of page 4, we have, will we use FCT, Ekiti, Osun, Guba to prepare for 2027 polls, says by INEC. We will use FCT, Ekiti, Osun, Guba to prepare for 2027 polls coming in from INEC. Then on page 28, still on the New Telegraph, we have cross-border fraud scandal. Cross-border fraud scandal. That's the title. Then we have U.S. official faces 100 years for helping Nigerian fraudster launder millions. Cross-border fraud scandal. Then we have U.S. official faces 100 years for helping Nigeria fraudster launder millions. I mean, coming in on the case of helping fraudsters in Nigeria that has earned him 100 years in prison. All right, quickly grab the paper on that to see the major reasons and to digest more on what the paper has to say on that aspect. Then on the last page, the down page of the New Telegraph, before we quickly move up, we have Health extension contain dangerous chemical study coming in on the area of health. It says hair extension contain dangerous chemical study. All right. Then on the front page, the major page of the New Telegraph, the all page, we have Carlo backs transmission as media team says 5 years old video in circulation misleading. Carlo backs transmission as media team says 5 years old video in circulation misleading. Then we also, that is coming in from Carlo. Then on page 7, still on the New Telegraph, we have 64% of prisons inmates in Nigeria awaiting trial, says by CJ. 64% of prisons inmates in Nigeria are waiting trials, say, coming in from CG. Then 38 million naira for promotion arrears, 25.16 billion naira for contractors. All right, coming in from Kwakuche there. All right, then quickly moving on the page 6 of see the New Telegraph. Deputy wipes in war of walls during Umahi budget defense. Deputy wipes in war of words during Umahi budget defense. I mean, coming in from Umahi there. Then we have a minister threatens to resign if found wanting. Minister threatens to resign if found wanting. Then on page 5, still on the New Telegraph, we have El-Rufai there. 2027, why I may be arrested anytime by El-Rufai. 2027, why I may be arrested anytime, says by El-Rufai. All right, we don't know what is going on there, why he is speculating that he may be arrested in 2025. We don't know what the headline is saying there, but quickly grab the paper on that to see El-Rufai's own say and its own side of the story. All right, quickly moving to the OP, we have Nigerian projected to earn $3.9 billion from aviation fuel supply in 2026. Nigeria projected to earn $3.9 billion from aviation fuel supply in 2026. Then we also have on page 25, still on the New Telegraph, where we have Naira sustained spike, rises to $1.348.95 on official market. Naira sustained spike, rises to $1.348